What's going on, brothers? It's your dude, International Passport, here again for yet another classic live stream. How you brothers doing? Hope you're doing well all around the world, wherever you're watching. Welcome to the International Passport channel. First and foremost, please hit the like button to support the channel. Much appreciated, brothers. Hit the cash app to support the channel. Hit the super chat as well, brothers. And of course, a huge shout out to my old subscribers for supporting the channel over the past 5 years. Much appreciated, brothers. And welcome aboard to my new subscribers to a very powerful movement called the International Passport Movement. You are welcome and use this channel to help you navigate the crazy life that we live in, the crazy world that we live in, sorry. In this live stream, brothers, I have a very special guest here with me called Mr. Marquise Hill, who recently came back from Canada. You may remember his face from my previous streams where the brother gave us great intel regarding Vancouver and Montreal. But in this live stream, brothers, he's going to be talking about Toronto and what goes down there is a good spot for brothers. I'll be asking him questions and we'll go on from there. But before we go into the live stream fully, Mr. Marquise Hill, can you please introduce yourself, who you are, where you're from in America, what you do, and then why you travel, and then we'll go on from there, brother. Thank you, bro.
Yes, my name is Marquise. I'm a world traveler, and I'm from Tampa, Florida. Actually, I'm currently living here right now, and struggling entrepreneur. I'm a paint artist. So I travel around the world and paint beautiful places. Beautiful sceneries that most people go to, and that's about it.
Oh, thank you, brother.
Hmm.
Much appreciated,
Hmm.
Marquis Hill. So, you know me, brothers. I love getting straight to the gist of it. Um, Mr. Marquis Hill, you went to Toronto recently. First question to you, bro. Are the women in Toronto checking for brothers?
It depends. You know what I mean. That it depends. Like it depends on your image, what you look like. Because the women in Toronto, they come off like very picky. Like, they want a guy like, that's over 6 foot, they have like big arms, big chest,
Oh,
so they
wow.
looking for like, they looking for like Chad and Tyrone type of men. So like I'm
Okay.
pretty much like, if you are like an average brother that's like me, or you're not that tall at all, or you're really not that good, you know, really not get that good like getting women, like you're really gonna have a hard time picking up or trying to find a wife, in the city of Toronto.
Huh? This can't be
Hmm.
real.
Hmm.
Brother, you telling me that Toronto is the complete opposite to Vancouver
Yes,
and Montreal?
yeah,
What?
absolutely. Because Toronto, it's the largest city in Canada, and it's the only city in Canada that wants to like copycat the United States. What I mean by that, it's like it's the New York of Canada, but but it's more spread it out, like type of like because in Toronto, um, hmm, now you'll have now there is walking distance in the city, but it depends on where you are in the city. But like if you get off further north in Toronto, or like like farther up north somewhere like in the suburbs, you probably need a vehicle to get around in the city. Now, now back to the women part. Yeah, the reason why because Toronto is a busy city. It's really popular. Like a lot of tourists go there. It's an international city, so a lot of women from around the world, from different cultures, actually live in Toronto. So pretty much it's really hard to actually like make friends there as well because like people want to get from point A to point B. It's like a non-stop city. It's not that much of a busy city like New York, like it's never sleeps, but like it's a pretty busy city.
This is not looking good so far about Toronto. Wow. Um, okay, I'm a bit speechless here. So it sounds like Toronto's a bit like London and LA, which is not a good
Hmm.
thing. That's not a good thing at all. Um,
Hmm.
when you were in Toronto, brother, did you see native Toronto black men do well with the women there? And how did they treat you as an American man? You know, did your foreign factor um, at least help you in some cases, or are you telling me that Toronto in general is a no go zone, brother? A no go zone. Speak on that, bro.
Well,
Damn.
actually, it's kind of both. So, pretty much, I say about Toronto, I got treated like, I really met some nice people in Toronto, pretty sure. But it's just that, when it came down to like, dealing with like the opposite sex, like, they come off kind of cold, really. If you're trying to get like, close to them, because like if you approach them, they come off really nice. It's just that like, when you get like real, trying to get close to them, trying to get the norm, like, they kind of like, distance themselves a little bit. Because like there was not one, but three situations that happened when it came down to the opposite sex. And two of them involved me, and one of them dealt with my friend that I had met with. Now, the first situation, it was at a nightclub, that I had met with a guy that was in Montreal. He said that, I met him in the Montreal hostel. He said that, if you come to Toronto, I'll make sure you have a good time. Now, the reason why I had a good time in Toronto was because of this brother that I had met. If it wasn't for him, I probably would have never had a good time in Toronto.
Oh
Because
wow.
like, the brother that I met, like, he has a lot. He has some status, but like it's not that much of a high status. But he has some status. He knows people. Like, so like he knows the people around the city, like, he has a lot of friends. So I met his friends as well. I hung out with him. Like, I met up with some guy that was also that I met with in the hostel that actually met him. So we all hang out pretty much the entire time we was in Toronto. So now, back to the story. Now, the first story, like, I was at a nightclub hanging out with him. We all having a good time, like drinking, having a good time, having a guys' night out, just a regular guys' night out. So he steps out of the club, for a second, just like, just to take a break from it, like, get some fresh air. You know how it goes, right? Because it gets real hot in the nightclub if you're dancing and drinking. So I mean, it was pretty cool, like, during that time at night because like, I was like pretty much I went to Canada during the fall, which was like around this time, like, like around September or something like that. So he's outside, chilling. He seen this baddie, beautiful blonde chick, blue eyes, all he did was say, "Hey, what's up to her? How you doing?" Like, he ain't come off no creep or anything. Like, he's a good looking brother too. He's like well groomed and everything. Like, he take care of himself pretty well. And this chick had the nerve, the audacity to pull up two middle fingers at him after he said hello. Like, what the, like, why did you come off like that? This girl is an a-hole. Like, this is what he was saying. Like, what the, that, and she was all like, put up two middle fingers at him, cussed him out and everything like that. I was like, what the hell? Like, like, is the girl drunk or not? The girl wasn't even drunk. She was just coming off like, like a B. So, so after, the night was over and everything like that, so we walking down the street, we happened to run into this chick again. Not only that, but like we actually like met her friend this time. So basically, like, they chatting it up, they talking to her for a minute. Like, they other guys, that's his friends as well. They talking to the other chick, talking about, oh, I'm sorry for the inconvenience. I'm so sorry. So the brother that I'm telling you about, that had got rejected from her. So he asked for her Instagram, and she told him that, I don't do social media, I don't do Facebook, I don't believe in that. So the reason why I know that she was lying because, like, how people, like, they look on their phone and stuff like that,
Yep.
when you're busy talking to them. So I'm looking like right at her while she's using her phone, and I see the two apps stalled in her phone, like the Instagram and the Facebook. So if you don't use it, then why you got the two apps installed in your phone? That doesn't make any sense. So I told him that while we was walking away, I was like, that girl was lying. She has an Instagram and Facebook. She just said that because she just wasn't interested.
Damn, brother. It's not looking good about Toronto. It's looking very bad out there. Um, so, brothers, how brother, the brothers in Toronto, did they at least get played? Are they at least are the Toronto women checking for native Toronto men at least brothers? Because
Um, like I
speak on
said,
that,
it
bro.
depends. Like, like if you a Tyrone, like if you're a big dude, Like, you got muscles, or anything like that. I don't know how tall you are, IP, but like, I mean, it's a possibility that you'll have a better shot while you out there because you got that British accent. I don't know, but like, that's why I say like, it's a hit and miss because like it's all because like the girls are very very picky out here because like um one of the guys, this was after that I posted my trip report. Some brother had posted. I don't think it was in your group, but it was in the other Black Travel group. So this brother had posted that he's actually from Toronto. He said that Marquis, like I agree with everything that you're saying about the city. It's expensive. The cost of living is too high there. That's why I said like but it is really not a good place to pick up women there. Like
So,
oh he
brother,
said he also
who's Oh, carry on. Sorry, bro. Carry on.
yeah. Yeah, so he was also saying that there was this poll. So like back a couple of years ago, they did a social experiment. They went around Toronto in a city that asked women that would you would you prefer in men? Like what do you look for in men? And 90% of those women they said that they prefer height over income. So it doesn't matter how much you make in Toronto.
Wow, that's
It's all that
Toronto looking
matters.
like a
Like
myth.
height comes first. Height and size comes first in
That's a myth
Toronto.
in Toronto. They are superficial as hell,
So
brother. When you say
now I'm not making this up. This is a brother that actually said this in one of the Black Travel groups under my post,
brother,
under his comment.
when you say they're very picky, is that all racial women? Is that black women, white women, Asian women, Latina women in Toronto? You're telling me across all races of women, they're all picky there?
Um, um, now, now I know the white ones and the black ones for sure.
Okay,
Like the white ones and the black ones, they're picky there for sure. But I don't know about the Asian ones. So I can't really like speak on that. But I mean, I did see them with brothers, but like they were pretty tall.
brothers.
So I didn't see no average height guy, with a baddie. I did not see. It was that they was pretty tall, really tall.
Bro,
I'm
brothers,
serious. I'm not making this up. Most of
get
most of the baddies that I saw out there with brothers or with guys, they height was pretty tall, or they had some big muscles.
brothers.
I mean,
Toronto's off the
see like
list.
IP, you got to understand that like every guy is not going to be the same. Every man is totally different. Every man can't have big arms. Every man can't be over 6 foot. Every man can make over like six figures. I mean, you got to understand it. I mean, that's what see this what these women have to understand that like every man every man is not going to be the same. Just because like this man doesn't have all these features that you're looking for doesn't mean that he's not going to be a good fit for you. I mean, you understand where I'm coming from, IP?
Yeah, yeah,
So I mean, like there is a lot of lonely men in this world, and all they want is a good woman. That's all they want.
brother.
As a matter
When
of
you
fact, when I was doing my research about Toronto, I heard that the province Ontario, most of the incels come from that province.
Oh my
And the
goodness,
reason why that is because they are desperate there. They want to
jeez.
get out.
Lord have mercy, brothers. Hit the cash app, man, brothers. Hit the super chat, brothers. Support the channel. This is
It's
valuable
just like
intel
the
here. Cause I
vibe there
hold on,
is
bro. Hold on.
making them an
Hold
incel.
on, bro. I used to think that Toronto, there could be some hope for it, because it's in Canada. It's very multicultural, but it's looking like a myth, brothers. It's probably going to be a waste of time, but we're going to break it down further because this is very sad hearing what's happening to Toronto, man, the capital city of Canada. Carry on, bro.
Now I'm gonna tell you about the other two situations I was talking about that I approach women. Okay, now the first woman that I was approaching. Okay, now I was looking for this like the sky. I mean this rooftop bar. You know, like lounge. Because like I was kind of lost a little bit. So like I know I'm at the right area. So I'm looking at my phone, right? I saw this beautiful chick coming out the parking lot. It was nighttime, but like, I was like nowhere even near walking towards her. Like, I just see her walking out. So I walking out, looked at her. I was like, so I pulled out my phone, like far distance from her, like, hey, you know where this place is? She just kind of like shook, like, what? I was like, hey, I'm just asking, do you know what this place is? It's like, I'm sorry. I was like, do you know what this place is? Because I'm kind of lost. I don't know. Okay, well, oh yeah, I just came from there. I work there. You just go up the building. I was like, okay, well, thank you. So, like, what the? She act like I was gonna snatch her purse or something. Like, this is like a white chick, by the way. So, I mean, so this is the vibes, that you're gonna get, if you like average looking. And now the second situation the third situation that happened that was with me. Okay, now this was at the CN Tower. Okay, I was working on a project, and I see this cute, gorgeous, like beautiful, like blonde chick, like gorgeous, like white girl. Sure. So she's sitting like one of those benches, and everything like that, reading the book. So she's watching me paint, and she was like, "Hey, do you mind if I sit and watch?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, no problem." So I'm minding my own business, trying like get this project done. Okay, now taught me what I was painting. Okay, now she found my business IG, and she started following it. But like like once I like I had to like get in her stories to actually find out like that she actually recorded me when I was painting. Now she didn't even tag me in the story while she was recording. She just like uploaded it on there. So that's how but I knew it was her because like she followed the business page. So I was like, okay. So after that, me and her talking and everything like that. She's like, yeah, like okay, I've been here for 3 months and I don't know nobody here. I was like, you been, oh Lord, what the fuck? Gorgeous you look. You've been here for 3 months and you don't know nobody here. I kind of find that very strange. He was like, okay, well, thank you. I was like, what the hell? You gorgeous. I like, you know, you should have like a ton of friends by now.
Hold on,
I
brother.
don't understand that. You this attractive looking and you've been here for 3 months if you don't know nobody here.
Hold on,
That's kind
bro.
of strange to me.
Hold on, brother. I've got two questions for you, but let me read a couple super chats. Shout out to the legend Joshua Epps for the $1 super chat. Toronto is a big no-go. Yes, indeed, brother. I'll be crossing Toronto off my list. I'm not going to waste my time. It's a complete myth to me right now. Thank you, Joshua Epps, for supporting the channel, brother.
Oh,
Brothers,
okay
hit the
now.
cash up as well, brothers, and continue supporting brothers.
Oh,
Shout out to Nate Kelly for the $2 super chat. They're dating the whole Raptors team. Shake my head, no go. Bro's got to be 6'9" to get a chick out there. No. And shout out to Nick Carey for supporting the channel. Um, it's a joke in Toronto, brothers. I can't believe what I'm hearing. I didn't know it was that
mm,
bad. Shout out to Joshua Epps for the $1 super chat. That's LA vibes way too
nice.
bougie. Yes,
It's
indeed,
bougie.
brother. They are doing their best to copy New York and LA
Yeah.
and all these
Oh,
garbage American cities. Any country, any group of women that seek to copy American women, that is a no-go. Keep away
mm-hmm.
from that kind of woman. No.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Joshua Epps for supporting the channel again. Thank you, brother. Bro, did you get a huge feminist vibe from Toronto woman in Toronto? Huge
Oh yeah.
feminist vibe. Oh dear.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's out there for sure. Like I mean, but like, okay, now I told you, IP, while we was chatting over the phone, that if you're gonna get lucky in Toronto, she's not gonna be from Toronto. I mean, because like she's gonna be from a different country. Maybe she just being there for a while, and maybe she just like going back to her home country. But I'm telling you right now, if you get lucky in Toronto, if you're an average guy, the woman is not going to be from Toronto. Just to let you know.
Thank you, bro. Were they at least
I
good
told you
looking? The
because like
women.
Toronto is an international city because they have like tons of people there, like from around the world, all over. That's why I said that. And let me tell you something. Like if she's not from Toronto, if she lives there, that if you don't get lucky with her, that means she's been there long periods of time.
Okay, bro. Are the women in Toronto at least good looking? Did you
Oh
see
yeah.
very good looking
I mean,
women?
they're very sexy looking. Like very. Yeah, they do got some beautiful women out there, but like they come off kind of stuck up. You know.
Oh man, brothers, it's not
Now
looking
that's what
too
I'm
good.
saying. That now
Go on, bro.
I got screenshots in my phone that I can pull up what brothers are saying in these other black travel groups that was saying under my comment section after I posted about this city. Now this is not my just my words right here. This is like the other brothers' words that are like, that actually live there, that actually visit there. Most of these guys were like saying the exact same thing.
This is very sad to hear. Hold on, brother. Shout out to D Millie channel for the $1 super chat. Thank you, bro. Also, brother, please no capital letters, D Millie. Please do not type in capital letters. That's against the rules of the channel. Can you stop it, please, brother? But I appreciate the support, bro. Thank you. Um, I'm kind of speechless here. Um, I
Hmm.
don't know what to say to this.
Yeah, I
This
mean,
is.
but like Toronto is a nice city. Like you'll have a good time there. I mean, you just gotta know somebody to have a good time there. See, it's not like Montreal that you just go and you can have the best time of your life with just a few $100s. See, like you can't go to Toronto and trying to have a good time with a few $100s. It's not gonna work. You see what I'm saying? You gotta have like at least about like over $1,200 to have a good time there.
Nope, no, thank you. Toronto is definitely off the list
Now,
for me, brothers.
I told now the Uber there is very expensive. Now you're gonna spend like at least $40 for an Uber ride from the airport to the city. Now that's not even rush hour. Now during rush hour, you're gonna spend at least about like $60 from the
Brother,
airport
brother, let me
to
just
get to the city.
brother. So you're saying, right, to get a good looking woman in Toronto, you gotta be over 6 foot. But if you're not over 6 foot, you have to be very muscular. That's what you're saying, brother.
Hmm.
You need to have muscles.
Yeah, that same. See, man, that's why this fitness thing and this dating coaches thing is popular now because like that's what the women you know are attracted to, like fitness and height. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, what's
Hold on, brother. I'm just trying to. I'm normally I ask questions regarding submissiveness, femininity, online dating, but I'm not even. I'm very upset to hear this. And I'm guessing that these women are very materialistic as well, right? They must
hmm
be materialistic. These
hmm
chicks in Toronto,
hmm
they
I
must
mean,
want the
like
Gucci bag.
let
Damn.
me tell you something. Like I mean, like if you a dude that's trying to start off, trying to like or look for a wife or like trying to start off, like if you just got your passport, if you want to go to a first world city in a country, Toronto should be very, 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 very low on your list. I mean, Toronto is like a type of city that you just visit a lot of countries already. You already got your foot in the door in certain in countries that you visit. Like you already met like beautiful women from around the world, everything like that. And I say then go to Toronto. But like if you just starting off, I don't think Toronto will be like the good spot for you to actually like start off at. No,
Thank
I
you,
mean
bro.
like
Hold on, brother. Any disrespect towards the guest or myself will result in a timeout. So, Larry on cut, I've timed you out for 5 minutes in the naughty corner. We do not call other people clowns or names, all adults here. So, please be respectful. I don't tolerate disrespect on my channel towards myself or towards my guests or towards any brother in the live stream chat. Keep it cordial, keep it respectful. If you disagree, then you call in Larry on cut. You don't start calling people clowns. We don't operate like that. All right. So please be respectful, or there will be consequences for your disrespect. All right. Be respectful. So Marquise Hill, right?
mhm.
How was online dating for you?
Online
Did you
dating.
use yeah? Did you use Tinder, Hinge? Nope.
no. That's what I said. I don't even do online dating at all. I
Did
don't
you
believe
did
in
you
that.
cold approach Toronto woman, or were you cold approached yourself in
I could
Toronto?
approach myself. Um,
In
that's
Toronto.
why I said like that's why I said I met this Indian chick when I was in Toronto, but like
So wait,
she doesn't live there. She was just visiting there.
hold
So
on,
me
bro.
and her like we talked. We had a good time, and we
Hold
exchanged
on, brother. Hold
IG.
on.
Uh,
Did you
mm.
did you cold approach that Indian chick in Toronto?
Oh no, like she approached me when I was working on the project. But like
Oh, okay.
but me and her actually talked in the IG the entire time when I was in on my whole time in Canada, and I'm still talking to her this very day, like right now.
So okay,
Like
so you were
she yeah, she
so
wants
you
me.
were cold. Hold on,
Hmm.
bro. So you were cold approach in Toronto. So
Hmm.
it means that you have some sauce on you, bro. You got some swag on you if you're being approached in Toronto, bro. Because it sounds like Toronto is some Squid Games playgrounds where it ain't
Hmm.
looking too good for brothers, man. You gotta be uncut, clean cut brother. So if you were approaching Toronto, bro, that's great. It means you got the swag, bro. But
Hmm.
again, for average brothers, it's gonna be very hard. If you're not over 6 foot, if you have no muscles, Toronto is a myth, which is very sad. Damn, it sounds just like London, sounds just like LA, New York. And who's responsible for that, brothers? Drake. This hip hop culture, Drake inflating the heads of his city, Toronto, all that garbage. And let me tell you this,
Yeah,
brothers,
because
no one, hold on, bro. No one was checking for Toronto before Drake came out. Ain't nobody know what Toronto is, but these
yeah.
chicks are gassed up of Toronto because Drake's big right now. Speak on
Hmm.
that, Marquise Hill.
Now I want to speak about this Drake thing. Now now Drake, his home his home city is Toronto. Now he made this video called Hotline Bling, right? Now, if you pay attention to that video, you realize that it was nothing but Dominican chicks with big booties in that video.
Yeah,
How come it wasn't no woman from chicks from Toronto that was in that video? Just think about that real quick. I heard
true.
that Drake was taking trips down the Dominican Republic and hooking up with these Dominican chicks. That's what I had heard. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what I had heard. So I mean, if Drake, we talking about Drake now. If he going from if he taking trips down the Dominican Republic and getting Dominican chicks, and he's not going back to his home city and trying to get women, which he probably can, that tell you right there something is wrong.
Yeah, yeah. You know, hold on, brothers. Shout out to Intellect for the $5 super chat. Thank you, bro, for supporting the channel. Indian chicks, you say. I know I'm in the minority, but I love the Desis. Do tell me more. Okay, brother. In Toronto, were the Indian chicks with brothers? Were they checking for brothers? What did
Oh
you
yeah,
see
man.
amongst the dynamic before between black
Okay
and white
now,
Indian
okay
chicks?
now,
Speak on that,
the
bro.
Indian. Okay, there has a lot of Indians like in Toronto. Like it's a huge population of the Indian chicks there. Yeah. But like most of the Indian people that I met there, I got along with them pretty fine, just well, like no problem. They was like really open up and friendly. It just that when it came down to the dealing with the black woman there that's from Ontario, or dealing with the white woman, it was really kind of like a rough time,
So, bro,
because
you're
I was in
saying that
Toronto.
you're saying
Mhm.
brothers have a better chance with Indian women than other races of women in Toronto.
Oh yeah, that and like if she's brown cinnamon, dark skin, yeah, you should be fine. But
So you're saying overall they're checking for brothers, these Toronto chicks, these Indian Toronto chicks. There are a lot of brothers out there in Toronto. Is that what
oh
you're
yeah,
saying,
yeah,
brother?
yeah. That's why I said. I told you. That's why I said. An Indian chick wants to go to meet to India, with her one day. That's why.
Oh man, brothers who are into Indian chicks, man. Maybe Toronto is for you, but
Yeah, that's why I said.
I'm good on that, brothers.
I
Go on.
totally be honest with you. I think brothers should be go visiting like the Indian country a little bit more because I'm really surprised about how the culture is.
India? No, 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 no. We definitely not going to India. We definitely not
Oh,
going there, brother.
okay, well,
Brother, we definitely not going to India, bro. What are you on about,
yeah,
man? We are.
yeah,
Hey, you Team India brothers, man. You trying to get us to go to India of all places? God no.
yeah,
If you want to get an Indian chick, go to the Caribbean or go to
yeah.
Toronto. Ain't no way we're going to India, bro. What you what are you drinking, bro? Oh man, that's hilarious. Hey, carry on, bro. Sorry, bro. Carry on.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, like the Indian, the people, the Indian culture, like it's pretty cool there. Like I ain't had no problem with them at all. Like but it's a really huge population in Toronto. Well, like really, do have a lot of Indian people there.
And
You
you
know,
saw Indian women walking around holding hands with brothers in Toronto.
actually, yeah. I seen like not that many, but like maybe like about three of them. They was good looking brothers.
Hold on, brother. Shout out to John Bay Fletcher. I've not seen your name here before, brother. Are you new to my channel? If so, welcome, John Bay Fletcher. Thank you for supporting the channel um, and donating $499. I had an Indian girl approach me in Ukraine.
Okay,
Hey,
that's good.
Team India's, they're coming out the droves now, man.
Yeah, yeah,
Team India's coming out the droves, man.
yeah,
Shout
yeah.
out to
I
John Bay
need it.
Fletcher. How did that
Yeah, I
go,
need it.
John Bay? Are you into Indian women, John Bay? Did you give her a play? Speak on that, brother. Hold on, bro. Shout out to Intellect for the $5 super chat. Yep. Love the brown skin Desis, Persians, Latinas, and Middle Easterns. Sounds like I need to visit Toronto. Okay, brother. In Toronto, did you see Persians, Latinas, and Middle Eastern chicks there? And were they checking for
Yeah,
brothers?
yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I see the women out there, but like I didn't see them with any brothers. But I'm pretty sure that they are checking for brothers. I'm pretty sure they are. But I haven't like seen them with any brothers at all because I haven't like noticed it. But like I'm pretty sure that they are though.
Okay, bro. Thank you, Intellect, for supporting the channel and for the $5 super chat. Brother, question for you. What is the status of black men in Toronto? Are we seen as highly regarded or are we seen as, not highly regarded? When you were there, what was the whole vibe like? Did you see people, give good vibes towards brothers? Speak on that, brother. Break it down. What's our
Uh,
status like looking there, our image, in general? Go on, bro.
our image pretty much is like similar as America.
Oh
It's
dear.
just that you know athlete. I mean a rapper, something like that. Because like there's a lot of rappers, local rappers in Toronto. There's a lot of athletes, Tyrone's in Toronto. So I mean, I'm pretty sure. I mean, if you are average looking dude, you probably won't get that much attention. It's just that because like totally be honest with you, like when I was in Toronto, I was like working on my projects. You know, people just was just like taking pictures. They were just leaving. Like they wasn't even approaching at all. So I mean, they just didn't care. So like, but like they just like, what the hell? Like, how you just gonna take a picture and just leave like that when I'm working on this project? You ain't even ask me. Like, you just snapped it and just leave. The same thing, like, in the US. Like, people just take the picture and they just like walk off, I mean,
Damn. Hold on, brother. Shout out to Mr. Frank Harris, the brother, for the $5 super chat. Thank you, Frank Harris, for supporting the channel as usual. It means a lot to me, Frank. Sending blessings, wealth, and more riches your way, Frank. Thank you, brother, and to every brother that's already supported the channel already. Sending good wishes, wealth, and riches to you. Also to you, brothers too. Thanks again, Frank. Hold on. Shout out to Jambe Fletcher for the $499 super chat. This is Jay Travels. Yeah, she was cute. Indian women can be very submissive, especially to black Western men. Um, I'm not too sure about that, bro. Um, mm, to black submissive towards. Are you sure, brother? I don't
mm,
think that's the case for many relationships, bro. Anybody can verify what John Bay Fletcher said about Indian
mm,
women can be very submissive, especially to black Western men.
mm,
Um, Call in, brother. Jumbe in. I'm gonna open phone lines in 10 minutes. Speak on that, bro, because I don't think that's the
mm.
case for many. What do you think about that statement, Marquise?
Submissive. I totally be honest with you, I have no idea. Cause like maybe they are, maybe they not, but maybe he could explain a lot more. Cause I already don't have that much like intel about it.
Hmm. Okay. Thanks for that, Jumbe Fletcher. Very interesting sentiment there. Um, brother, can you at least speak something positive about Toronto? something that to lighten up the mood. Is there something positive that you saw in Toronto that is good? Because it sounds like it's all bad so far, bro.
Well, I
Anything
mean, well,
positive?
yeah, I mean, like, there's a lot to do in the city, like, because the city is huge. I mean, they got like, good restaurants there. They have like, good bars there. Like, oh yeah, I highly recommend, it's called this Manson Bar Pub. Like, it's like the biggest bar in North America. They have 11 floors. They have 6 bar lounges, and like, I think by like no, they have 11 floors, 6 bars, and I think it had about like five lounges. So yeah, so I highly recommend like this place. It's like really popular. Like, but like, the same thing. You gotta have like, a vaccine and like passport or something like that to get inside, because that's how I met the these Brazilian chicks that lived in Vancouver. They were just visiting Toronto. Well, but like, but they live in Vancouver. So like that's how I met them. Like, I met them in Toronto, like, at this pub at that pub bar. So like, I'm chopping it up with them, like, having a good time and everything like that. She said that, when you come to Vancouver, we're gonna make sure you have a good time. So I exchanged the information and everything like that.
How
So
was the how's the nightlife there in Toronto?
oh yeah, the nightlife is pretty nice there. That's why I say you'll have a really good time there. Like, I mean, like, they're not as heavy on the COVID restrictions when I was there, but like, that's why I said there was a lot of stuff that was open, you know. And not only that, but like I had a misunderstanding, like, when I was at this restaurant. I mean, like, the waitress was pretty nice. She said that, I ordered this particular, like, this meal, but she said that, hey, this meal was such and such, just to let you know. So she actually gave me a warning that, that this is how this meal was going to be. But I didn't listen to her, so I just like ordered it anyway. So once I tried it, I was like, oh yeah, I know what she was talking about now. So I told her that, hey, yeah, you was right about this. She's like, okay, yeah, no problem. Well, you do you want me to call the manager? I was like, yeah, you can call the manager. Sure. Like, we just like take it off your bill. So the manager come out, she talks to me like, what you expecting? I was expecting a little bit more better. She's like, okay, we're just gonna take it off your bill. Okay, I say sure, thank you. So I mean, like, so they do got some really nice, polite people there, like, So like, it is not all bad. It's just that it's just bad when it comes to the opposite sex, like, trying to like, date or like trying to find a wife. That I can say that's bad. But like the city is really not that bad. It just yeah, it is expensive. Like, you do gotta have 6 digits, if you want to have your own place out there. Like, most people live out there, got their own, like, got roommates and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, yeah, like, the cheapest house there, like, is like $1 million. That's it. You know, you're not gonna find no house there, like, that's under
Can
$1 million. So
you
like,
can you
it's gonna
meet
be
women
a
in the
dump.
nightlife uh, in
Yeah,
Toronto?
yeah, you can. I mean, it depends on where you are. Like, yeah, you can meet some women there. Like, you just gotta be at the right spots, like, to meet women there and stuff like that. So that's why I'm saying, like, it is a really nice city. I mean, you will
A-
have a good time there, like, but you just gotta like,
Any any clubs and bars you recommend, brother?
um, clubs. I recommend this club. What's this club called? Um, District. I think it's called District 47. I think. Pretty not sure. What's that? But I know it's District something. But yeah. So I highly recommend, like, that nightclub. It's pretty nice. And what else? I met the, like, that Madison, bar. I recommend that. They have the 6 floors and stuff like that, so you'll have a good time there. And they have this pool hub, bar that I really enjoyed there. It was I think it's about, like, like they charge like $10 an hour when you play pool there. So it's like this major pool like, pool pub, like, you just like play pool, shoot pool and everything like that. So I highly recommend that place. I forgot the name of it though, but it was pretty nice. And what else? I highly recommend downtown. They have a lot of stuff going on down there. They got a lot of bars and stuff like that. They got a lot of lounges. You could just sit outside and eat stuff like that. So it is pretty nice there. So I'm trying to figure out what else. The CN Tower, it's kind of a little overrated a little bit. I mean, they charge like $45 at the door, but like okay, now the CN Tower, okay, now it's $45 to get in, but if you want to go like a level up, like if you want to see all, they're gonna charge you an extra $15, which it doesn't make no sense. Like, how you gonna charge somebody $45 at the door for injury, but like if they want to like go a level up and see everything, they gotta pay the extra $15. So I mean that's kind of like a ripoff, you know. Um, what else? And now the food. I mean the food in the CN Tower, it is expensive, so you ain't gonna get no cheap meal like when you up there. So you're gonna have to come out of pocket. So yeah.
Okay, thank you, brother. I'm gonna open up the phone lines. I think I've asked you the relevant questions about Toronto. Hold on, bro. Brothers, hit the cash app, hit the super chat to support the channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button to all, so you never miss an upload, post, or live stream from me. Here's the Facebook group, brothers. Join the Facebook group to speak and mingle with high value men who can advise you on your career, what stocks to invest in, crypto, etc., etc. Reach out to me, brothers, on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, send me a DM. I'm using Twitter a lot more now. Let's get Twitter popping, brothers. I need your likes and retweets to push out this movement. So follow me on Twitter, brothers. I'm also on Instagram as well, brothers. So follow me on IG, brothers. Um, Send me a DM on IG. I will definitely get back to you, brothers. I had an hour call with a brother from my live stream who subscribes to my channel. Very good call today. We spoke about career, stocks, crypto, the state of America. So, brothers, if you want to speak to me directly over the phone, follow me on IG and send me a DM. I'm there for you, brothers. Last but not least, brothers, hit the cash app, brothers, to support what I'm doing, support the channel. That'd be greatly appreciated, brothers. Here's the cash app, brothers, open 24/7. If you're happy, if you like what I do with my channel, support the channel, brothers. Um, hmm. Discord server coming very soon. It might come end of this week, actually, brothers. So I'm still working on that. Just adding a few bits and pieces in terms of resources for investing and everything. So it's looking very good. So I can't wait to debut that and promote it for brothers to join that Discord server. Um, oh, this is very Marquis Hill. Thank you for your insight on this. I'm going to open up the phone lines for brothers to
Mhm.
chime in on Toronto, ask you questions. And brothers, if you can't call in, brothers, please feel free to, if you can't call in, you must hit the Cash App and Super Chat to get your questions answered by either me or the brother Marquis Hill. Marquis Hill, do you want to add in anything else before I open up the phone lines?
Yeah, so I want to add, like, there's this restaurant that I wanted to say. It's called Earl's. It's called EARLS, Earl's. So it's a really nice luxury restaurant. So I highly recommend that place. It's a little expensive, but like, it's really good food there. So I highly recommend that place as well. So I forgot to mention that, about the restaurant there.
Thank you, bro.
Mm.
Ninja 55, yes, I'll be looking into that heavily, bro. Um, maybe we'll go live on that platform too. So I've got to do more research on that platform, and I'm not too sure how Twitch works, but if it can help in promoting the international passport movement, then I'll open up a Twitch account. Brothers, but I need your advice about Twitch. Don't know how to use it much, but if there's anything that you can give me, any tips regarding Twitch, using that to push out the movement, how it can help me and my channel, brothers, please let me know in the live stream chat. But yes, I'll be looking to create a Twitch account, brother. So thank you, Ninja55. And shout out to the brothers that recommended that as well a couple of days ago. So that's J Bones. I know J Bones, you mentioned that Twitch as well. So shout out to J Bones, shout out to Ninja55 and other brothers that spoke about the Twitch account. I appreciate you, brothers, and your help. Thank you, brothers. Um, okay, I'm gonna pop the phone lines. I can't wait for the anime stream in a couple weeks. Hold on, D Millie channel, bro. Hold on, brother. Hold on, bro. Let's
Mm.
D Millie. I know you got a lot to say. Jerome, call in, brother. All my Toronto brothers, all my Canadian brothers, call in. speak about what's on your mind. So yes, here's the StreamYard link, brothers. The Millie channel. That's a StreamYard link. Click on that link to call in, brother. And yeah, let's break down this phenomenon that's happening in these major Western cities where the women they're just awful. You know, they're copying American mannerisms. You know, it's just very sad. Um, Damn, I see the bullshot god. Hold on, both. Shout out to Jerome for the $5 super chat. Thanks for doing this video, brothers. As someone who has grown up here all 25 plus years, I truly believe weather here is partially the weather here is partially what depresses people. Damn, Jerome, channel is here for you. We're here for you, brother. If you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling down, reach out to me, reach out to brothers in the group chat. We're here to speak to each other, encourage each other. Discord server will have a mental health section, you know, for brothers to speak about mental health issues, for brothers to encourage each other. So I thought that very, very clearly and precisely. But Jerome, reach out to me directly, okay, brother? Keep your head up, bro. Keep strong, and you're going places, bro. Okay. Toronto is not the end all be all. The world is your oyster, brother. Okay. Hit up Japan, bro. They're gonna love you out there, brother. Shout out to
Yeah,
Jerome, man.
I'm planning on going out there next year.
Definitely, bro. The bullshot god, can you turn on your camera for a brief second, brother? Yep, you're verified, bro. Thank you. Mr. International, can you turn on your camera for a brief second to verify you're not a troll? Yep, you're verified, bro. Thank you, bro. Jumbe Travels, can you turn on your camera for a brief second to verify you're not a troll? Jumbe Travels, please turn on your camera for a few seconds. I've got to see your face, bro. I can't add you to the stream if I can't see your face because hella trolls out here, bro. I've got to see that you're. I still can't see your face, Jumbe Travels. So while you fix that, bro, let me add in the bullshot god. What's up, the bullshot god?
What's up, IP? What's up, my brother? What's your name again? I keep forgetting.
Marquise Hill.
Marquise. Okay, yeah. J Bones mentioned you about something. But hey, how y'all brothers doing, man?
I'm
We
doing
good,
pretty
bro.
well.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. This is some sad news. I didn't think Toronto would have acted like that. So my question is that is it spreading across Canada? So like, is it spreading to like Vancouver or Victoria? Like, is it spreading or is it just in that area?
Um, and according to my knowledge, I think it's like just that area because like Toronto is huge, like it's a like major city, but I'm pretty sure that they now Vancouver and Montreal is not a utopia. It's a possibility that it could be some places around the area because I told you I was only there like as visiting, but I don't know how it's like as living there. So it's a possibility. I don't know for sure.
Okay, okay. Like, so, and you said that in Toronto, like all races of women except for Indian women were acting like, feminists and, you know, but basically like Western women, basically. Like they wanted the ballers, the thugs, right? Is that basically what you're saying?
Oh yeah, that's what makes like what I mean by like Chad, like Chad's like Tyrone's like type of guys, like the handsome white guy, like that's like over 6 foot, that has like really fit like muscles and everything like that. So like same like like a really handsome black guy, like fit like really tall, so that's what most of the women are out there looking for in Toronto.
Man, that's bogus, really, because like a lot of us, we're born like 5'6", 5'8". Some of us is like 5'11", and that's not enough, man. That's crazy, man.
Well,
But
yeah, it's like that's what I'm saying. Like I told like IP like in the earlier in the stream that every man can't be the same. Like every man can't be like 6 foot. Every man can't have big arms. Like every guy can't have like a really good sense of humor. So I
yeah,
mean that's why I said you got to understand that. That's why I say like just to me because like a woman has to understand just because like these guys doesn't have these type of features that you're looking for doesn't
hmm
mean that he's not a nice dude.
right. Well, that's all right. I didn't really want to go to Toronto anyways. Y'all can go ahead and catch me in Costa Rica anyway. So
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
That's what's up, brother. Yeah. Shout out to the Bull Shark God for chiming in. Thank you, bro. J Bones, can you verify yourself, please? Turn on your camera briefly, brother. J Bones, a legend. Yep, you're verified, bro. Thank you. All right. Let me bring in Miss International. What's up, Miss International?
What's up, brothers? How you doing?
I'm doing all
Good,
right.
bro.
How are
How are
you?
you?
I was listening to y'all, man. I was in a cut, man, and I heard Mr. International. I had to go somewhere quiet and excluded.
Thank you for doing that, brother. Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, Marquise, right? Yeah, Marquise, right? That's how you said. Yeah,
Hmm.
what's up, man?
Yeah,
How you doing?
I'm doing fine, man. I'm doing pretty good.
All right, so I hear you talking about Toronto, and it's sad that Toronto's not like the other neighboring cities in Canada, and that's kind of sad because when you hear about Toronto, with Toronto, you hear of a safe haven place, places where people should move to if they want to get away from the Matrix. But it sounds like Toronto is part of the Matrix.
Yeah, that's why like Toronto is like a major international city. Like people from all around the world, like come visit there, live there. They actually got like U.S. citizens, like they travel there like on the weekdays, like for work. But like I mean, they stay there like 5 days a week, but like they come back home on the weekends, like back to the U.S. So like because I met this woman on the airplane, for like she lives in like Austin, Texas. So she said that she used to work in Toronto, but like she used to come home on the weekends, like but she used to stay out there 5 days a week, like the company that she worked with pay for her hotel, her flights, and everything. So they I mean they do got some American citizens, like they do work there, like like on a daily basis, and just like travel back and forth there across the border.
So brother, with that being said, right? Um, so if the city of Toronto is lost, right? I just
Hmm.
have a quick few questions. So obviously, there's tourist spots like the 11-story bar that you're telling us about, and
Yeah.
just everything else that's out there. Um, what I'm trying to say is Toronto still a good place where you could find, let's just say, chicks from Vancouver or chicks from all over the world, and maybe you could target them instead of targeting the native Toronto women.
Mm.
And
Oh yeah, yeah. That's what I said. Like if you
yeah,
get lucky, it's a possibility that you will get lucky in Toronto, but like don't expect it to be just in a walk in the park. You know, it's just that that's why I say if you do get lucky in Toronto, she's not gonna be from Toronto. She's gonna be from somewhere else. Maybe she just visiting there. Maybe she just like be there like just a short time, but like she really doesn't actually like live there. But like if you meet a chick from Toronto, like really that lives there in Toronto, those are the ones who'll give you like a cold shoulder. And the ones that that's not from Toronto, but like actually like live there, they've been there a long period of time, they might come off kind of like shady too.
my
Mm.
question, another little question I got. You're saying these guys are cold. All right, so these guys are definitely influenced by Western society. Let's talk about Drake or even Tory Lanez. These two
Mhm.
Yeah.
guys, they really blew up the celebrity ratio in Canada. That's practically what they follow out there. But what
Mm.
I'm saying is, what gives these guys the right to even act snooty and rude towards us? Because last time I checked, Canada, and I've been wanting to say this about a lot of Canadian streams that we had. What I learned about Canada is they do not tolerate trouble and crime. So like when they catch you, like when you get arrested and stuff, man, good luck, in them jails because you might get flipped upside down and hit with a paddle, like for like as torture and stuff. Like all types
Yeah,
of stuff
that's
goes on. All
yeah,
types
that's
of
why I
stuff
said
goes
like
on.
yeah, I mean like Canada, like it's a really polite country, like that's why I was like totally surprised about this whole Canadian trip. Like I really met some nice people like in Toronto as well. But like it just like people in Toronto they could come off a little rude. It all depends like because like when I was walking down the street like I saw this sister and this brother like they was like getting into it in the fight. So this brother had ran in the storage like he trying to like lock her outside while he like in one of those slide doors when you go in that kind of like locked her from the outside like he locked himself inside and stuff like that so he won't so he stopped the girl from hitting her and stuff like that. So I mean, it was like crazy. Not only that, but like I was walking past this building one night, and I witnessed I witnessed the aftermath of a break-in. So like I saw all these Toronto police officers. They was like, what the? So I was like looking around, like what happened? Like we just had a robbery just now. I was like, really? I was like, damn, yeah, we just had a robbery. So right there, so like walked all the way. So I mean, so that's why like like Sean said, like they have a lot of they have some gun problem going on, like in Toronto.
All right,
Thank
IP.
you.
This question you'll like though, IP. I gotta ask the last question
Okay.
because I'm giving good questions. So, like I said earlier, it's like an international city, safe haven city. I don't know if you answered this earlier, but if you could answer this with a little more detail, what are the foreign women or neighboring city women that you're most likely to see? And if we would go to Toronto, maybe
Mm,
it's a layover spot or something to go into
good question.
Vancouver or something. If we'll go to those places, what
Mm,
are
good
what are
question.
some of the women that we'll see?
Mm, good question, brother. Can you answer that, Marquise?
Oh, you asked me?
Yeah, he asked you.
Yeah,
You
Marquis, did
said
you
you
get the
said.
question or should I repeat it, brother?
Oh, you can repeat it. Okay.
All right, so the question was, you was talking about how there's like Brazilian women that's from Vancouver that you ran into, and there's a whole bunch of other people that come from around the world because they heard about Toronto. So it's kind of like a safe haven city, surplus city.
Hmm.
If we're on a plane to Vancouver or something, right, and we're on a
Hmm.
layoff, and we get laid off in Toronto, Canada at 10:30 p.m. or whatever, and we're like, man, let's hit some bars. Let's see if I can get a girl because I don't leave until 6 a.m. in the morning or something, right? What
Hmm.
are the foreign girls or local neighboring city girls that you will see in Toronto if you go there? That brothers, high value brothers from this group should go after if they see it because it might be a diamond in the rough.
Oh yeah, I say that yeah, I say like most like Indian chicks or like most like you go to like check out downtown or something like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, yeah. That's why I say it's possible. Yeah, this guy like go to the right spots are and stuff like that. So pretty much, I highlight recommend like it's like where the CN Tower is and stuff like that. I mean that's a really good spot. Like they have a lot of people there and stuff like that. From around the world. It's like I forgot the name of it, but it's a busy street though. But like it has like a street cart stuff like that. But like yeah. Um, yeah, so I highly recommend the area if you like have like a layover or something like that. So I mean, because like I had kind of a similar like a layover like that when I was like you know coming back from Europe when I was like in Lisbon. I had that same type of layover like and I had a really good time in Lisbon too. So but yeah, maybe like somewhere like around the downtown area something like that.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. International. Great question as well, and great answer, brother. Um, can someone please take timestamps of this live stream and bit by bit, so everything we discussed, and so I should see over 20 reference points in the timestamp section, please, brothers. Break it down for me very simply. Can someone please take that responsibility? I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you, brothers. Shout out to Cyril987 for the $5 super chat. Thank you, Cyril. Much appreciated, brother. Do you think the high influx of Americans coming after Drake being famous ruined Toronto culture? Toronto used to be cool when I was there in 2014. What's your thoughts about that, Marquise? I don't think he would know that he's not from Canada himself, so but
That's what I
yeah,
said. Like I wouldn't noticed it because like maybe Toronto did change over the years, but like I don't know. But like once like the information what I was hearing about Toronto, like before and after I left, like like most of it was like kind of negative. Like coming from the brothers from these groups and their stuff like that. They saying that yeah, I told you like this other brother that was like one of these tribal groups. He said that he was in Toronto. He lived in Toronto from 2000 from 2003. He said that the women are very sexy or very good looking. It's just like they come off so effing stuck up, like And he said that this was the early 2000s, and
Thank you,
like
bro.
and the woman still acted the same there, like
Oh, okay. That should answer your question, Sewell. Great super chat, Sewell. Much appreciated, brother. Brothers, we got over 50 people watching, but less than 50 likes. Can we please hit the like button? Or I'm gonna pause the live stream and start singing. And I don't want to start singing, brothers. So please, can we get the likes up? To at least 55. Get the likes up, brothers. It's too low. Over 50 people, over 60 people watching now, but 46 likes. Can we please hit the like button, please, brothers? Or I'm gonna start singing. Just press that like button. It's staring at you right there in your face. Just use your fingers, brothers, to press the like button. That's all I'm asking for. Likes are free. Please hit the like button, brothers. Thank you. It means a lot to me. Shout out to Mr. Derek Taylor for the $19.99 super chat. What's up, Derek, man? Good to see you, bro. Hope you're keeping well, my brother. What's up, brothers? Just dropping by to pay my respect to the movement as I head out to celebrate my free agent single lifestyle. My passport is burning up, just waiting to get stamps. Love, peace, blessings, brothers. Whoa, thank you, Derek, for supporting the channel. I love hearing the great news. I think I saw your post in the Facebook group briefly. I didn't read it fully, but congratulations, bro. The world is your oyster, brother. And I'm looking forward to see what kind of woman you'll be going for, Derek. Whether you're Team Asia or Team Latina. Let me know, Derek, man. But I think you're more towards Team Asia, aren't you, Derek? And that's why you're going to be in Vancouver going after those rich Chinese women, bro. Shout out to Derek Taylor. That's a brother right there. Thank you, bro. Let me bring in Mitch. Me free. What's up, Mitch? How you doing, brother?
Hold on. I'm gonna call you back. What's up, fellas? How y'all doing? Can you hear me?
All right.
I'm doing good, bro. I hear you loud and clear, bro. How are you?
I'm doing well. I've been to Toronto twice, and I've had a different experience. I felt like the girls were from most part were on go. Like they were checking me hard. They're checking my outfit. I just believe that it's more so just your confidence and if you're up to date with culture, because most of the girls that's in Canada that moved to Toronto, they're moving just more so for that they're moving for that American experience. And they do want guys, I wouldn't say guys that are thugs, I would just say they want guys that are confident, because they're used to guys walking up to them like pretty much in the club, like grabbing them, and then more so the Toronto area, just grab them like, what's up, let me talk to you. So, and they can sense confidence. Just like if I guess you could say almost if you were being in America, they can sense confidence. But from my experience, like when I went, they were staring hard, and they're definitely on go, especially if you tell them that you're from America. But it's all about to me personally, from my experience, it's all just about your confidence and the way that you carry yourself. And I'm not no thug. I wear glasses. I'm not no thug, but at the same time, even when the guys there that see me, they know, like, bro, like I'm not. They know not to try anything, just the way that you carry yourself. And most of those girls, they find that attractive, especially if you wear basic stuff, like if you buy some Off-Whites or just a basic pair of Jordan 1s that you can mix it in with your outfit. That's the first thing they're looking at. And then they're like, okay, well, I want to talk to him because he may meet my ideal. Especially if they find out that you're American, they're on go.
Yeah. Brother, how tall are you?
I'm like 6'1", but I'm not. There you go. I'm not okay. I'm not ripped or anything. Like, I'm not. I don't think I personally.
Hey, brother, are they wifeable? That's the big question. Would you wife any of those chicks?
Yeah, but they're not. But when you say from Toronto, most of them are coming from like the one I was talking to came from Vancouver. But yeah,
that's exactly why she was bad, and she liked you because she came from Vancouver. We're talking about Toronto.
At the same time, yeah, but at the same time, I was talking to girls that were from Brampton that moved to Toronto. That's just like pretty close. And
Hey, bro, did you date any girls from Toronto that lived in Toronto? That's the last thing I'm gonna ask.
the find a person that lives in Toronto from Toronto is rare because there's like 3 colleges in Toronto, so they're all
Yeah.
coming from different parts of Canada to Toronto. That's what I'm telling you.
All right, brother. Good intel, man. I bet
Hey,
my man
bro.
Jay Bones is probably gonna agree with you, but we're gonna see.
Yeah, I think Mitch, you're in a different stratosphere. I think you're probably top tier brothers. You know that Marquis is talking about. You know, although you're not muscular, you're tall, and you know, is that if that's you in your profile picture, you dress quite well. So you know, in that right, Marquis. That's why you have sort of like an advantage there, brother. But I'm speaking more in terms of brothers. Was it easy for you to actually bag Toronto chicks, Mitch? You know, let's keep it real there because,
Hundred
um, okay.
percent. Yes,
Mm,
like even when I have on in that picture, that's a $16 shirt from H&M, like $20 pants. Anyone can buy that. Like it's all about the confidence, and when they look at you, they're gonna sense it. If I wear like once again, I wear glasses, and that's a big thing because most guys that wear glasses more than likely they're a little shy, but when they look at you, if they can sense the confidence, then you're good. It's all about the confidence that you have.
Jay Bones, do you want to chime in, brother? Jay Bones, let's see what you think about this, bro.
All right. First of all, we got a big problem. Let's just completely stop the show. Stop the show completely, IP. What's going on? Good evening to the brothers, man.
What's up, brother?
All
Yo,
right. We gotta analyze some things. Listen to me carefully, IP.
Mm,
Where I win is not the same place that you win. We gotta be able to cover some of these situations. We're
mm,
not going to be canceling out Toronto completely. Listen to me carefully. I've been going to Toronto since I was 18 years old. It's right across the street from us. If you grew up in New York, you've been going to Toronto for a long time. Now let's analyze some things right now. Marquise, could you please tell us where you're from?
Yeah. I'm from Tampa, Florida.
You grew up in Tampa, right?
No, I grew up in
All right.
Philadelphia,
Okay. You grew up in Philly. What part of Philly did you grow up in?
West Philly.
There you go. We just canceled that situation completely out of the way. It depends on where you come up at and how you come up. Do you understand what I'm saying? Listen to what the brother was saying. You have to be a special type of dude to win in Toronto. I've
mm,
been winning Toronto since I was 18 years old. If you grew up in New York and you roll into Toronto, dress well. I mean, IP, come on, brother. We went to Ivy League schools. I mean, it depends on how you carry yourself. The
mm,
women in Toronto are checking for brothers heavy. They are checking for brothers heavy. It's a confidence matter. Listen to what the brother said. It's a confidence matter. Where you win is not where I'm gonna win. When I'm gonna win is not where you're gonna win.
mm,
There was a brother that called in a while back and he was arguing with Uncle Sean Davis. He said that he's not winning in Edmonton, Canada. All the brothers that go from New York into Edmonton have been winning for decades.
mm,
Decades. So the truth about it is that you can't just say we're canceling Toronto off the list. I just came back from Toronto last week. I go there for work all the time. Trust me when I tell you, brothers win in Toronto. It's how you grew up. It's basically your sense of culture. How strong are you? Who did you hang out with? What was your high school days like? There's certain people that I'm not going to walk with. Do you understand what I'm saying? The people that I
mm,
walk with when I was in college, it's the same people that I walk with now. You have to have confidence within yourself. You know, some of the brothers be like, "Well, I'm 5'5". I don't really know how to dress. I've never been with girls before. I'm a virgin." Well, guess what? Go and sit in the back of the car. Yeah, go and sit in the back of the car. Yeah, well, there's some places, brother. Some brothers are not going to win. Listen to what the brother just said. I've been going to Toronto for a long time. My experience is there. I've been going to Toronto since I was 18 years old. I just got back from Toronto. I've been going there for a long time from college. Let me tell you something, IP. Let me tell you how I was introduced to Toronto. Back in the day, some of the universities in Toronto, they have 3 universities there, and like the brother was coming, women from different districts in Canada, they go into Toronto to go to school there. That's why it became such an international city. There's
mm,
so many people there, from Nigerians to people from Korea, from people from Japan. There's an abundance of people. There's people from London and Toronto. It depends on how you're rolling. Let me explain to you how I was introduced to Toronto. When I was in college, right? Money was tight. One of my boys from Haiti called me. He said, "Listen, some of the people in Toronto, they're very superficial, very materialistic. Can you boys bring up some of the goods up here?" We used to drive into Toronto. This is when Air Force Ones were popular. If you remember Air Force Ones, the sneakers,
Yep.
yeah, Air Force Ones, Timberland boots, and basically North Face jackets. We used to pack them up in a trunk and drive across the border and go sell it on the college campuses. That's why I always tell you, brothers, when you guys get to these cities, you got to go to the college campuses. You got to mingle at the universities. You got to go to the museums. You got to go to the art shows. Where I win is not the same place that you win. Your confidence is not my confidence. Toronto is a great place if you grew up and you understand what type of swag you have. You have to have confidence within yourself. You have to be able to walk and talk a certain way. They love brothers from New York. And it's not always about this whole thug and Ray Pookie thing. I'm not a thug or Ray Pookie.
Right.
I mean, how many listen to me? Yeah, like the brother said, listen, IP. If I went to how many thug Ray Pookies went to an Ivy League school? Do you understand
Hardly
what I'm
any.
saying? Exactly. You have to have confidence within yourself. My confidence is not your confidence. If you grew up where we grew up at, what brother from New York never grabbed any chick before? If you walk into the spot, it's your form of confidence that lets you win. Toronto is still a great place. Are
Hmm.
they superficial there? Definitely. But I grew up in New York. I can bag a chick being a blind person. If you grew up in New York, you can bag any woman on planet Earth. On planet Earth completely. I
Hmm.
can bag chick that lives on different planets. I can go to Mars and bag a chick over there. It depends on your level of confidence. You got to be able to walk and talk a certain way. There's a lot of rich girls in
Hey,
Toronto
J
too.
Bones.
Hold on, Miss International. I'm talking. There's a lot of rich girls in Toronto too. Like when you go there, if you broke, don't even cross the border. If you broke, just turn around and go home. Don't cross the border. Like over there, Gucci, Armani, you're gonna be seeing some things. Hermes, you're gonna be seeing some of the things that they wear there. You can't even pronounce it. You're gonna be like Kanye West said, pass that for Swayze. Yeah, pass that person, pass that for Swayze. Yeah, these are rich people that live up there. You're not gonna go over there and start acting like a fool. So it's not always the same thing. I mean, collectively whole IP. I'll say one thing though. I'll say one thing that Marquise is saying. I would rather have the brothers go to Victoria or
Hmm.
Vancouver
Yep.
than go to Toronto. I would definitely say that. If you find yourself to be an average brother and you're not making a lot of money or you don't have that sense of confidence and you didn't grow up where we grew up at, don't go to Toronto. But that's the thing. That's the best thing, fellas. Listen, it's a giant world. It's
Mm.
a giant world. So if you boys don't win in Toronto, that doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. That
Yep.
doesn't that's yeah,
It
don't
just means that
don't
it just means
No,
that's not your spot, right? It means
that's
like
just not your that's
you might
just
do
not your
better
spot.
in a different place in
that's why I
Canada.
said like like every
Yeah.
man is different. Like
Every
that's why.
man, every brother is different. Every
That's
brother's
what I'm saying.
but here's the thing, IP. Listen to me careful. We got to be careful with the way that we word things here. Just because some brothers win in Toronto, that doesn't mean that they're a thug or a Tyrone. That's
Mm.
not what it means. Some brothers just have a lot of confidence more than other brothers. I mean,
Mm.
IP. I've dated Argentinians. I've dated girls from Israel. I've dated girls from Canada. I've dated girls from London. I've dated every type of girl on planet Earth. I've banged Chinese girls. I've banged Japanese. I mean, listen to me carefully when I tell you, it's a matter of confidence. It's a matter
All
of
right.
confidence. But if you don't do well in Toronto, you can just go to Vancouver. You can go to Victoria. Even some of the younger brothers like Jay Takashi and Miss International. You guys start off in Victoria. You don't start off in Toronto. You start off in Victoria. You understand what I'm saying?
Thank
Hey,
you, Joe
brother, I
Bones.
just got one question for J Bones. One question, bro.
All right, hold
So,
on, bro. Hold on, bro. Shout out to Conrad Grant for a $2 super chat. Blessings IP, showing support for the community. Thank you, Conrad Grant. Much appreciated, brother. I appreciate the support, brother. Thank you, Conrad. Hold on, Mr. International. Um, the prod, the prodigy. Can you turn your camera on very briefly, brother, just so I know you're not a troll? And also Ninja 55 as well. Turn your cameras on very briefly, brothers. Go on, Mr. International.
all right, so I'm gonna make this brief. J Bones, I already knew you had like deep intel on Canada and stuff like that. But so practically, you know how we be doing these channels. We're talking about being high value. A lot of things come with being high value, a high value man and stuff like that. Let's just put in confidence in there, like y'all talking about. So if you're a high value man with confidence and you know what you're doing, you'll be good out there. Am I correct, or is that not what I'm hearing?
Well, let me explain to you what Toronto's like. Toronto has changed. So Marquise is definitely right about that. From the time when I was a from the time when I was a kid and we used to go up there, we used to play around in Toronto all the time when I was younger. Toronto has definitely changed. But the thing about it is that let me tell you something, Miss International. Marcus Garvey, a strong man is strong anywhere. A strong man is strong anywhere. If Toronto changed 10 years ago, to me Toronto's still the same because I was just as confident as 18 and being 29, I'm still confident just the same way. Do you understand what I'm saying? Toronto is still a great place. The only thing about it is that if you broke and you got some dust in your pocket, don't even cross the border because the wind will blow you back into Buffalo. Don't even try to
Okay.
cross into the yeah, don't even try to cross the border. But there's certain
That's what.
places.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's certain
that's why I said
places.
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
you,
go
you
ahead,
gotta have
Marquise.
money. You gotta have money to
You
to
gotta
go to
have
Toronto.
bread. You
That's
gotta
why I
have
said that
bread.
you
You
can't
gotta
just
have
go
bread.
with a few $100 like you go
No,
with
no, no,
like
no,
Montreal. That's why I
no,
said you could go to
no.
Montreal and cross the border and you can have the best time of your life. But you
Yeah.
cannot do that in Toronto. You
No, no,
got you
no, no,
got to have
no.
some money to go to Toronto.
No. Yeah, it's some ballers out there. Like you go to
Yeah.
yeah, Toronto. Let me tell you something, IP. I've been besides London, the only place on earth that has ever made me feel small or challenge me was Toronto.
Mm,
Besides London, yeah, besides London, because in London you got to have money to move around too.
yeah.
You know, London is
Mhm.
not a cheap place. Yeah, you got to be on your game. You know,
Yeah.
that's the one thing I like about when I was in London. Like I'm walking around, I'm like, yo, they look tight up here. Like I'm looking around, I'm like, especially like I was in central London. I'm like, yeah, you boys know what you're doing up here. Like everybody looks
Mhm.
clean cut, sharp. Do you
Mhm.
understand what I'm saying? Like even dropping off at Heathrow Airport, I'm looking around and I'm like, all right, there's something going on. Okay, I'm from New York, but y'all really on your game up here. Toronto is not that type of place. If you ain't got no money, brother, the wind will blow you across the border back into Buffalo. Don't even go
Yeah.
up there. Yeah, yeah, you're
Because
not going
like
up there. My
okay,
bad, Marquise. Go. My bad, Marquise. Go
now
ahead.
I'm gonna totally be honest with you. Like when I was out there, I thought I was gonna run out of money when I was in Toronto. That's how I was thinking. Seriously. Because I was looking at my bank account, I was like, whoa,
Whoa.
why my bank account is draining? Like what the I mean, I'm talking about the Uber rides, I'm talking about like the restaurants, like like Toronto is not a cheap place to like, you
IP.
really gotta have some money
Yeah.
like
IP.
to
Let
go
me
out
let me
there.
ex- let me explain something to you. If you catch an Uber on the wrong day from the airport into downtown Toronto, you're automatically down $100.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
I told you. See,
You're
I
automatic
told you, IP. I
you're
told you.
Yeah.
That's
automatically
what I
down
said. The
$100.
Uber
When I
ride
work for
is like
British,
$45. It is not even rush hour.
exactly. Exactly. Not even listen, it could be nobody, it could be Thanksgiving weekend. Nobody's on a highway. You still gonna be charged $100 from the airport to downtown
Yeah, that's what I
Toronto.
said. It's like 40 a pop.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
All right. Thank you, brothers. Thank you,
yeah.
brothers. Let me read out a couple of super chats for bringing new people to the panel. Jumbe Travels, can you turn on your camera briefly so I can see you're not a troll? Because you just joined. Yep, verified, brother. Thank you very much, bro. Shout out to Seal987 for the $10 super chat. Also, when I was in Toronto in 2014, I was with Super Upperclass WW, and they were cool. Heard bad things about BWs there. Don't we all in these Western countries, brother? Very sad to hear that. Um, WW friend from Toronto helped my Ghanaian friend get permanent residency there. Love hearing that, brother. Thank you for the super chat, brother, and for letting us know that what happened in relation to you in Toronto, bro. Thank you, bro. Much appreciated, brother. Shout out to hold on, brothers. Shout out to Mr. Sean M for the $5 super chat. How long should a brother travel there for generally, and how much dollars would you guys recommend? Can you answer that, Marquise, please, brother?
oh, well, what's that? How long should a brother there for generally, and how much will you guys recommend? Like, I say, if you want like spend like a week there or something like that, you gotta have at least about like $1,500. If you want to like, but like if you want to spend like just a weekend, I say maybe like I say about like 800, something like that.
Okay, thank you, brother. Shout out to Wealth Engineering for the $5 Canadian super chat. Welcome, Wealth Engineering. Love seeing you, brother. Hope you're well, brother. Hello, everyone. Hello to you too, my brother, Wealth Engineering. Hope you're keeping well, bro. Thank you for supporting the channel, brother. Much appreciated, bro. Let me bring in the Prodigy. What is up, the Prodigy? How you doing, brother? The Prodigy, you there, bro? Okay, he's off at the moment. Let me bring in Ninja 55. What's up, Ninja 55? How you doing, brother? You okay?
What's up, IP? I'm doing okay. How y'all brothers doing?
Doing good, bro.
Oh, that's good. Cool, cool. And and the brother was Marquis.
Yeah, Marquise.
Oh, Marquise.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you said that you were from Philly, originally born and
Yeah.
raised in Philly. Yeah, because
Mm-hmm.
I'm from Philly,
Okay.
and
What part of Philly you from?
Germantown.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, I would like to say, what the brother J Bone was saying about the woman and everything. You have to have confidence. I mean, that's true, but what my situation is like when I here in Philly, when I went up to approach woman, like some college girls and woman downtown, they would lie on me and say that, I'm harassing them and everything. It's basically if the girl don't like you or something, don't find you attractive, then you try to talk to them, then they'll say it's harassment. But if a girl like you, then it's not harassment. You see how that goes?
Brother, but is that in America or in Toronto that you experienced that?
Yeah,
In
brother, you
America.
Phil,
Yeah,
Ninja, you're
if this is
talking
a
about
Toronto
Philly. This is
stream,
a
bro, we're
Toronto
talking
stream,
about
bro.
Toronto, bro. Have you been to
Yeah.
Toronto before, Ninja?
No, but I'm saying though, is Toronto like that?
Marquise, J Bones, can you answer that?
Marquise,
Mm.
go ahead, brother. I'll chime in after you. You're the guest here.
Oh, what was the question again?
Like, are the Toronto woman? I guess are they like the woman here in Philly?
Um, I probably wouldn't say that because Toronto is more like an international city, but I'm pretty sure they act like the woman that's like up north, like New York woman,
Yeah, anywhere in America, these women are stuck up. Anywhere in America.
All right, thank you, Ninja.
Mm.
Do you have any specific Toronto questions, bro, regarding, let's say, um, women or you know travel costs, anything Toronto you want to ask the guest before I move on, Ninja?
Oh, sure. So, the like in Toronto and everything, you said in order for you to sustain in Toronto, you need like a more than a stack, 1,500. Not even a stack won't save you.
Um, yeah, it all depends on like how long you plan on staying there. Like if you want to stay there like a whole like it's like 7 days like I did, you gotta have at least like $1,500. If you want to like really had a good time there, if you want to like do things like maybe like 2K, if you really want to have a good because like I told you like the Uber is it's not expensive.
Yeah.
It's I mean it's not cheap out there. You're gonna have to give up some money.
Marquise,
Yeah.
Marquise, I think you're just being honest, bro. Ninja, let me explain something to you. The Airbnb, the regular Airbnb for 1 week, you're looking at least $1,000 for 5 days. fifteen
Yeah.
hundred is not if you bringing out 1,500 Toronto, you're basically the only place you're gonna be eating at is on a dollar menu at McDonald's. If you're going if you're going in, trust me when I tell you, brother, if you're going into Toronto, I've never drove into Toronto with anything less than $3,000 in my pocket. You're
Mm.
looking, even when I go to Toronto for work, when I first started working at the UN, they used to assign me to downtown Toronto. Trust me when I tell you, brother, if you're going there and you're trying to have a good time, brother, you're going to be spending money. That's why I'm telling you boys right now,
Yeah.
you're going to be spending money. Like walking into the clubs. Some of these clubs, when you walk in, as soon as you're at the door, you got to pay at least $200 just to walk inside the club. So
Wow.
Hmm.
it's not a game. Yeah, it's not a game out here, bro. Let me tell you
Yeah.
something. Yeah, it's not a game. But IP, trust me when I tell you, like I said, there's some places where brothers eat and some places where they can't eat. IP,
Mm.
I'm not sure. IP, you been to Toronto before?
Nope, not been there.
Okay, a brother like you, IP, you would do very well in Toronto. As far as
Thank you.
I know how you do with the I know how your money game is, and you on a $5 coffee dates. That ain't going to work over there in Toronto, though. But I'm telling you right now,
Yeah.
those $5 coffee dates is not going to work in Toronto. So don't even go. IP, somebody might call the police to report you. Trust me when I tell you that. If you try no $5 coffee dates over there in Toronto, they will call the Navy SEALs to come get you out of there. Trust me when I tell you that. Toronto is a rich spot. It's like I think honestly, IP, I'm used to Toronto because I grew up running around downtown Manhattan. Like I literally grew up in New York, so I know how women are. I know how they move. Like I know how, especially rich women. I know how these bougie girls move. So, you got to be able to walk and talk like them. But trust me, if you go there asking for some fish and chips with some $5 coffee, no IP, they will call. Listen to me carefully. Someone will call Scotland Yards and report you.
Oh
Trust me when
man,
I tell you that, brother.
damn,
Somebody will come and get you, brother. I ain't playing with you. But
damn.
Toronto is what's his name? It's a like, yo, I'm actually thinking about going there. We're planning on probably even going there for the New Year's. Toronto is not exactly. It's a different place.
Yeah.
It's a different place. IP like
And
even
we
crossing.
talking about meat packing district prices. That's what
Exactly. Thank you.
that's what we
It's
talk.
like meat packing district. Like exactly.
Have
It's
you
like
been?
meat.
If I know I've been to New York before, like, cause
Okay.
I lived in Newark,
Okay.
New Jersey, so I used to like visit New York all the time. Like the meat
Okay.
packing district is no joke.
Okay.
So
Damn, Marquise. Marquise is really my brother. You used to live in Brick City?
yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, you're really my brother then. I grew up in New York. I grew up in Newark actually during 97, 98. So yeah,
Newark, New Jersey. Yeah, I used to.
it's called Brick City. That's what we call it, Brick City, not
Yeah, I used
730.
to catch the New Jersey Transit, like
Into New York, right?
into New
Yeah,
York, all the way down Manhattan, like
exactly.
Madison Square Garden. I used to walk
Madison
up
Square Garden.
out
Yeah,
Madison Square Garden to like to the Union Station, outside the Union Station. Like,
I feel you, bro. Yeah,
Thank you,
yeah,
brothers.
definitely.
Well,
Let me
I'm better off going to Eastern Europe or somewhere where it's cheap.
Yep. Yeah, where you can spend $2 on coffee dates, man. That's what we're all about, brothers. So head down there to Eastern Europe. Let me bring in the Prodigy. Are you there, bro?
Love.
The Prodigy. Are you there, brother? I think something's wrong with him at the moment. Let me bring in Jerome. What's up, Jerome? How you doing, brother?
Hey, not too bad, guys. How y'all?
Hey, I'm doing good,
Hey,
bro.
what's
How
going
are you?
on, Jerome? How are you, brother?
I'm good. Yo, just as a first word, because I never called in before. I just really love what y'all brothers are doing. I think we need spaces like this to grow as intelligent Black men and conquer the world. Trying to watch my language.
Yeah, thank you, brother. No swearing, brother. Thank you for the kind words, brother. Brother, you're in Toronto right now, aren't you?
I am. Yeah, I can't stay here long tonight, but I just wanted to say. So I lived here pretty much my entire adult life. It's a great city, great place to grow, great place to meet people, safe. But at the end of the day, you can't be an average brother out here. You really can't. So, I mean, I really echo a lot of what you said, Marquise. A couple summers ago, I actually had a great fling with this Croatian chick. She was super fit, gym goer. We had a really good relationship that whole summer. But that's what struck me is a lot of the best relationships I've had here with women have not been with Toronto women. They've been foreign. So I can't wait to,
that's what I said.
Yeah, I just been investing in crypto. Want to start traveling a lot more. I can
that's why I like yeah.
So
yeah, that's why I said
Go on, Marcus. Sorry.
Yeah, that's why I said Toronto. I mean, it's like it is a really nice city to visit. Like you'll really have a good time there. Like you just gotta have a lot of money to have a good time there. Like
You do.
and you can't be average. If that's what I say, if you're just like an average guy looking, like you're really not that slim. You're really gonna have a hard time with the opposite sex there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 6'4". I lift, I work out, I'm intelligent. So some ladies they will give me the time of day. But I know here in the pickup artist community here in Toronto, we have a saying: if you could do well in Toronto, you'll do well anywhere. And it's like only people born in Toronto really realize that, because once we get out, once we travel, and like I said in my super chat, I really do think it's the weather partially, because we're cold 8 months of the year, right?
Yeah, and I want to pick it back that tone, like that said, there's like a quote that said that if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. And I'm pretty sure that the brother that's like that's on the right side of me right now will agree with me. Like
I couldn't I don't remember his name, but I don't
remember his name before. Like
I I mean, one last point I want to make is here, like Black culture is huge here. Like we're Caribbean descended here, right? Myself, I'm Jamaican. Every summer we have a big event called Caravana, a big parade, and tons of American brothers before COVID obviously used to come up to that and have a great time. There was always a joke about there being a Caravana baby boom. Like it's probably what some of y'all would call Pookie and Ray Ray type shit with some of that stuff going on, but it's a great time.
No
great
swearing,
festival,
brother.
super fun.
Thank you, brother. No swearing, okay, Jerome. Please keep it very PG.
Yeah.
So your dating experience in Toronto, out of 10, what would you give it out of 10, brother?
Myself, I would say like 5 or 6.
That's
not
low.
terrible. Like I shudder to think of what it would be like if I was shorter, if I wasn't as, I consider myself a high value guy. I have a decent job. The thing is, what's crazy is like 90% of the people I went to high school with here are still living with their parents. Because who's trying to pay $2,000 a month rent on a single bedroom apartment or condo?
Wow, damn! You said the people that you went to high school with are still living with their parents?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I mean, I'm 20.
But it depends
26.
how old he is. He's in his early 20s. That's normal.
No,
right?
26, 27, late. But people want their independence, right?
Okay,
yeah, true.
And gold digging is huge here, obviously.
Gold digging is huge there. See, that's what I'm saying. Like
And no, I mean, I can't knock the women. It's men's fault too. It's the simping, bro.
Yeah,
it really is.
It's simp, yeah.
Especially with some of these brothers.
Jerome, thank you very much, Jerome. We need to be speaking more often, Jerome. I want to hear more about your Toronto experience, but although you can't stay on for too long, please reach out to me on IG. Absolutely. I just want to see how Canadian brothers are living there in Toronto, because on my channel, I know how American brothers are living in America, and UK brothers, of course. I'm UK myself, but I'm not really hearing the Toronto experience from UK brothers, from Canadian brothers, sorry. And I'd love to hear what you're experiencing in Canada as a brother in Canada.
Last thing I'll say, Mr. International, is like, since you're in London, UK, a lot of your culture is directly influenced from ours, and a lot of ours is vice versa, influenced from y'all. So I think there's definitely a lot of similarities in terms of the average brother's experience. But y'all keep doing what y'all doing. I'm gonna keep listening. Peace.
Jerome, reach out to me on IG, okay?
Bet.
And before you go, Jerome, how do UK brothers do in Toronto?
I haven't seen too many walking around lately. Most of my interactions been with American brothers, but I think y'all would fit in well. A lot of the fashion, the culture, a lot of that roadman kind of culture. It's the same here,
Oh, roadman. Roadman. Oh God, no. I'm good on that, brother. Oh dear. Oh no. Basically, roadman for my American brothers, that's more of like Pookie and Ray Ray styles. If you're a roadman, you're essentially a Pookie and Ray Ray. That's our equivalent of Pookie and Ray Rays. We call them roadmen. Yeah. I ain't no roadman, brothers. God no.
Whatever floats your boat, brother.
Thank you,
Jerome. Y'all be good.
Thank you, brother.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it. Let me bring in Jumbe Travels. Hello, Jumbe Travels. How are you, bro?
Hey, how you guys doing? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, brother. You okay?
Yeah, cool. Everything's good.
Do you have any questions for the guest, Jumbe?
No, I was just I just wanted to briefly touch on because when I commented about Indian women can be submissive like an hour ago.
Yeah, break it down for us, brother, because I'm a bit shocked by that statement there.
Yeah. So like in my experience, like I've been with a couple of Indian girls, and it worked out well, And what I noticed is if you show a little interest in them or about their culture, they just completely open up to you. So, and then the sky's the limit from there.
Is that in America you're referring to, bro, or is that in Toronto or in a different country? In America, you said?
In America, yeah. Because I met a girl a while back, some years ago, and like she was in she worked in IT. Right, but she lived in St. Louis first. Then she moved here to LA, and then when we met, we just clicked. And then, man, that girl would do anything. Like I could like have my way with her completely. So that's been my experience. And then when I was in Ukraine in July, I did this walking tour. Like whenever I go to Europe and go to different cities, like I always do walking tours, and so. It might have been like 12 or 15 of us in this group, and we're doing a walking tour around the city. And I wasn't even paying attention to this one girl. I was like so focused on the Ukrainian tour guide because she was cute. I was about to like holler at her later, and then the Indian girl started talking to me and was like very curious about me and why I was there and this, that, and the other. And she was cute, and she was giving me all this attention. So I'm like, okay, another Indian girl. So
What was that
that's
Indian girl? Was she born and raised in Ukraine, or was she from like a different country? Where was she from, bro?
actually she was born in London. She's from London,
Oh
but
dear.
she was she was in Ukraine because she had been visiting. I think she was in Dubai or something for a while, and then she had to stay in Ukraine for a couple of weeks because of COVID because she couldn't come back to London right away. She couldn't come back right away. She had to stay there for a couple of weeks before she came back to the UK.
Oh, this is very interesting, Jumbe. Jumbe, reach out to me on IG, bro. I just want to speak to you more about that experience. I don't want to obviously derail the stream. Is that
Yeah,
okay with
yeah,
you, brother?
of course, yeah.
There's my IG, bro. Reach out to me directly. Send me a DM, bro. Let me know your Jumbe. Yeah, okay. It sounds like you have some good experience with Indian women.
IP, why are you so surprised? You know why you keep on being surprised about this Indian thing? Because in London you guys don't have any, well, in England you just don't have any selection over there. Let me explain something to you. England is not America, bro. It's a big place. Like we have 50 states here. There's 335 million people in America. Let me tell you something, IP. The Indian thing is not what you think it is. There's a lot of great Indian girls here. It's a lot of great Indian
Hmm.
girls. So like when you go to, like, I want, one of the things, the reason why you're getting bad intel about Indian women, IP, is because a lot of the brothers don't go to college. If a lot of black men in America don't go to college. If you don't go to college, you're not going to see the world and what different cultures bring. My thing is, IP, I agree with you. I know why you don't like the Indian thing. I don't like the Indian thing because are they beautiful? Yes. But the family structure, religion, and their
Culture.
culture,
Yeah.
no, 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 no. One thing I know, I used to date this Indian girl, right? This was when I was in probably my second year in college. She was from Alberta, Canada. No, I'm sorry, Calgary. She was from Calgary. She used to work for Air Canada, actually. This was a time when I was working for British Airways. She had an excellent family. The problem with the Indian thing, IP, is the culture. They do some certain things in the dark when everybody's sleeping. I'm not going to mention it. Let's keep it PG-13. But the way that they worship and the things that they worship, that's what scares me. But they are really, some of them are really, really great girls, like especially if they grew up here. If they grew up here and they grew up with a really great family, and if they grew up, outside of the Indian nonsense, outside of whatever they practice over there, their racism and all that colorism nonsense, some of them are really great. Some of them really great. But I'm on your team, IP. I still really wouldn't recommend the Indian thing for brothers still, because I just don't like, I heard they do some things in the dark and I'm not trying to be part of that stuff.
Yeah, nah. Oh, no,
Yeah.
no, no. We off that, brothers. Hell
Yeah.
no. Thanks for that insight, J Bones. Oh dear. Oh no. Jumbe, thank you, bro, for your insight there, brother. Do you have anything on that, brother?
No, that's it.
Okay, let me bring in. Thank you, brother. Let me bring in
All right.
Mr. Wealth Engineering real quick. Thank you, Jumbe. Let's go. Hello, Wealth Engineering. How you doing, brother?
What's up? What's up? Can you guys hear me?
Oh yeah.
Loud and clear, man. How you okay?
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Hey, I'm doing
Good
good, man. Doing good. Very good to you. Shout out to you, J Bones. Shout out to you, the panel, everyone. I was hoping to speak with was it Jerome that was here on the panel earlier? He was talking about the pickup artists in Toronto. I think I know a few of them, so I wanted to know if we knew the same people. But yeah. To keep it short, guys, I live in Montreal right now because I was escaping from the life of Toronto. When I graduated from Montreal, the first place I got my job was in Toronto. In terms of a career development, it's the best place for a Canadian to be. Lots of careers and high salary. But but when you do get that high salary, you also get a higher lifestyle. And when it comes to things are so expensive there that your salary is not that high in general. I'm actually keeping more money living in Montreal versus earning more salary in Toronto, but not having that much in my pocket. So yeah, I wanted to have started a family, and Toronto was definitely not the place for that. So many things wrong. We talked about that a couple times. IP Toronto, man, is it's to me it's the kind of like Californian level. I don't know about London. I haven't been there before, but I know I've been there in California, and I hear a lot about California, and I can tell you Toronto is there. I was asking J Bones in the chat, when did you go to Toronto? And he was telling me since you're 18. I didn't go to Toronto until I was 24 years old. But when I started going in Toronto, that's when basically Drake started, blowing up. And to me, in my own observation, I don't know how it was before, but Drake just destroyed the country, man. Destroyed the city, man. Drake made everyone especially a lot of women in Toronto, have a delusional esteem of themselves. They all think they can date Drake. Just to give you an example, man. Last year, I was getting ready for a wedding, two weddings from two friends in Toronto. They both told me they broke up with their girlfriend, and it was from some of the, like, I don't want to swear, it's some of the weirdest reasons why their girlfriend would break up with them. Oh, one of them was like, "Oh, you making money?" Like, was barely making 40,000 a year. The girl is barely making 40,000 a year. Okay, and then she's like, "Yeah, my parents are rich, and you're making money, but you're not giving me the same lifestyle as my parent." And then, you know what? Why am I with you? I could find a nice guy on King Street. I don't know if you know it, King Street. Gold digger. I mean, that's the gold digger neighborhood right there. And yeah, man. And then they broke up the wedding, man. They like legit fiancé, getting the whole wedding ready. Of course, there was COVID, and during the COVID, they started to fight about weirdest things, and then they broke up, man. And I had another friend that happened to him for a different reason, but two friends in the same year broke up their wedding because of weirdest reasons, and women are just delusional there, man. Delusional. Anyway, man, I hope Montreal doesn't follow in the footsteps of Toronto, but in history, Montreal is usually 8 years behind Toronto. So I'm just praying that we don't get to that point, but it's bad out there, man. Expensive, bad. However, Caribana though,
Yeah.
Caribana is the
Yes.
stuff.
Hey
Yes,
hey
Carabana definitely.
yeah,
Go
hey
ahead, Marquise.
hey what's your name?
You can
The
call me
guy just
JC.
came in,
You can call me
JC.
JC.
JC. Yeah. I want to tell you a story when I was in Vancouver. Now, I had a little debate with this chick that was from Toronto. She said that, like, you could have a lot better time in Toronto than you would have in Montreal. So I mean, that's exactly what she said. So I said, like, well, I was in both cities pretty much like in that the same period of time, 7 days straight, and I see a completely different vibe because, now, totally being honest with you, I think Montreal is the better city than Toronto because, like, first of all, it's a lot cheaper. You know, that's why I said, a college kid. I mean, a high school kid, like, across the border with a fake ID, with just a few $100s, and he'll have the best time of the weekend there, like in Montreal. A high school kid cannot cross the border in Toronto and have a good time there for the weekend. It's just not going to work. You see
Nah,
what I'm
it's
saying?
not.
You got to have a lot
Work.
more money.
It's not gonna work.
See, that's why I say, like, the food is a lot more better in Montreal, and I say, the night scene, the nightlife is a lot more better
Mhm.
in Montreal. That's why I said, you'll have a lot more better time. She said that no, you'll have a lot more better time in Toronto. She actually said that, if you living in Canada, if you're not living in Toronto, or you're not living in Vancouver, or you're not living in Victoria, you can have a more better life living in Canada if you're not living in one of those cities because it's very expensive. She is right about that. She's from Toronto. She actually lived in Toronto, and she was telling me this. So I was like, okay, well, I said, Montreal is the better city. She said, well, you was there because you was a tourist. I was like, maybe that's true. I don't know. I don't know how it's like living in Montreal.
Yeah.
But only I know is my experience, because I actually met more, locals when I was like in Montreal. Actually, I got invited to a house party when I was in Montreal. I ain't get invited to no house party when I was in Toronto.
IP, remember we were talking about that? I was telling you, man, that happens to me all the time in college, man. I meet people on like downtown Montreal, and then some next thing you know, they invite me in house parties when the girls are
House
there.
party. Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
I'll go on, J Bones. Go on, bro.
Marquise is 100% like he's right. Listen, if you walk into Toronto, if you cross the border from New York into Toronto, and they find out that you broke, you could get arrested at the border.
Yeah.
they don't like broke people. They don't like broke people in Toronto. They really don't. They will shame you for being broke there. They will. Like they really don't like. Yeah, they don't like broke people in Toronto. If you walk across the border into Toronto, if you go from Buffalo to Toronto, if they find out that you IP, they could arrest you right there on the spot for being broke.
Yeah.
They don't. Yeah, it's a crime to be broke in Toronto.
It's the Canadian version of New York City. Like, I'm not talking about Brooklyn. I'm talking about like New York City, like Manhattan.
New York, like Manhattan. Yeah, it's like when I go there, I feel like driving from Buffalo into Toronto is basically me going from Jersey into Manhattan. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Like when I get there, I'm like, yo, I'm practically in Manhattan right now. Like I'll be looking around. That's why Toronto's nickname is the concrete jungle of Canada. That's just basically what it is. Yeah, it's the concrete jungle of Canada. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, like you know, when I was in Toronto, like I pretty much like walked everywhere that I went to because like I was like around a few like walking distance. So I was like, you know, maybe I could catch the Uber. I'm not going to spend like $20 for Uber and it's just like up the block. No. I'm just going to walk there. So I mean, you know, I just take like, you know, the 15-minute, 20-minute, 30-minute walk. You know, where I get what I need to be. Because like, you know, like where I was staying, like, you know, it just like, you know, everything was just like right there. But like, you know, you just got like walking distance. Like, you know, you got to like walk like a few blocks down. Maybe like, you know, like about like 2 miles or 3 miles, like, you know. So that's why I say like, you know, maybe because I was trying to save money there because I already know how expensive the Uber it is. So like, you know, I'm just not going to like drown my bank account. That's why I said like earlier that, you know, I thought I was going to run out of money when I was out there. I was like, oh, I gotta you know, pay more attention about like how much I'm spending out here because I ain't know this city was that expensive until I actually got off the plane. So I should have done more research on Toronto, like, you know, the costs and the prices out there before I actually went out there.
Yeah,
like I did my research, but I didn't even know it was going to be that, you know, Titanic, you know, expensive. Like
you boy, Marquise is right. My brother said Titanic. IP, do you IP, you still there, bro?
I'm still here. Yeah.
Yeah. Do y'all remember? Let me play this for y'all. I'm not gonna play it, but let me remember this.
If it's copyrighted, please don't play it.
No. I'm not playing anything. I'm just saying. But do you guys remember this? It may not mean nothing to y'all, but understand nothing was done for me.
Oh yes,
you remember that, right?
Forever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That song came out when I was a freshman in college. We drove into Toronto and started, you know, basically we was at because in Toronto, one of the things also is Americans get into clubs for free. Depending on who you are, you can actually walk they'll let you in the club for free. That was back in the day. It's definitely not now, but back in the day, you could definitely get in the club for free. When we went into Toronto, I remember that I was 19 years old. That was when what's name dropped. This may not mean nothing to y'all, but understand nothing was done. When we went there and we started we started meeting some of them, I felt like you know, it was kind of weird, IP. I kind of felt like that time in Toronto, it was like everything was coming together. Like if you were an American, even though Drake was Canadian, because we technically adopted him. His family's from Memphis. You know, he's Canadian, but his family's from Memphis. His daddy's from Memphis. Yeah. So when we used to go there back in the day when that song dropped, you telling somebody you're an American at the door would slide you into the club. So it's like an American feel. I just think that the American brothers, we just do a whole lot better there. But trust me when I tell you, that's what I said, IP. I'm not going to lie to you. Some of the brothers do well in Toronto. Some of them don't. I suggest that most of the brothers just go to Montreal. I prefer Montreal for most of the brothers. If you go into Toronto and you got less than $3,000 in your pocket, they probably just might arrest you for being broke. Like it's the real. I ain't gonna play. It's not a place. Trust me. It's not a place for the faint of heart. Like it's not a place for broke. If you walk in there, you ain't got no. If you walk
that's
in
what
there,
I was saying earlier. That
yeah,
like if you just like starting off like going to a foreign country, like a foreign city, Montreal. I mean, like Toronto is not it's not a good city like to start off with. Like
no, definitely not.
It should be
Yeah.
like a city that you already got your feet wet in the door, like, and you travel around all around the world already.
Yeah,
and you already met like foreign women from different countries, and then go to Toronto.
It did go to
But
Toronto.
I said, like, don't go to Toronto if you're just starting off. That's not a
Yeah.
good idea.
Yeah.
That's what I said in the stream earlier. That's
you gotta budget it, IP, because I'll give you an example. Even when we were younger and we used to go up to Canada, even Toronto and Montreal, this is what we used to do. You go to New York City, right? You go to Journal Square, New York City. You catch the bus. It's $100 when you pay $100 and it drives you into Montreal. Those were budgeting days when we were younger and we ain't had no money. Do you understand what I'm saying? $100 at Journal Square. It takes you straight from Journal Square into Montreal and drops you off at the station. So it's some, it's for the younger brothers like Jay Takashi and Mr. International and our brother Bull Shark. If you guys are starting out now, don't go to Toronto. Like I said, if you walk in there and they have a meter at the border, if they can tell you broke, you're gonna get arrested right there at the spot. I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. They don't like broke people in Toronto. They really don't. They don't like broke people over there. It's a real expensive place. Don't go over there trying to pretend like you're gonna be eating off the dollar menu at McDonald's. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You're gonna be eating off the dollar menu. It's not a place for the broke people.
There's no dollar menu in Toronto, man.
There's no dollar menu there. Even a Chick-fil-A. Let me tell you something, IP. Even a Chick-fil-A in Toronto is more expensive than Chick-fil-A in America.
Really?
That's how expensive. Yes. The
Chick-fil-A. That's why I said I went to Popeyes and got the chicken sandwich. It was more expensive, like in Toronto.
It was more expensive. I was scared as hell. I said, "What's going on? What kind of chicken y'all using up here? You just killed the bird." Yeah, I was like, "You just killed the bird in the back or something? What happened?"
Thank you, brothers. Great. All right, brothers. I'm gonna have to end the stream real quick. Thank you, brothers, man. Wealth Engineering, Jay Bones. Thank you, brothers, for chiming in. I need to get to sleep very early. I've got some plans to do in the morning. Thank you, brothers. Appreciate it. Okay. Thank you, man. Thank you, brothers. Marquis Hill, do you have any closing statements real quick, brother, that you want to say? Anything you want to say real quick, bro?
Nothing at all. This is a good stream. Like, thank you for having me on again, IP. I appreciate it a lot. It was really an honor to give you the intel, on my expected what I experienced by Toronto and the brothers that was on here as well. They shared their perspective as well. And it was a good time.
Thank you, Marquis Hill. Thank you, brothers, in the live stream chat. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for calling in, brothers. Thank you for the likes. Like the video, brothers. Subscribe, support, comment when it drops to my channel, brothers. And I will see you, brothers, on my next video. Peace out, brothers. Look after yourself, brothers. Okay? Thank you.